give me the permission. I'm unable to share the screen.
Yes, sir. I had made you the host now.
Yeah, now I got the permission. Okay, fine. So now we will discuss about Jumbotron. So earlier we have discussed about few classes about Bootstrap. So we have discussed about container and container fluid. So now we will discuss about Jumbotron related classes. Okay, fine. So whenever you want to provide some heading, this type of box, so that may be, so what is that, limited, or as well as if you want to provide entire thing Jumbotron. So generally, if you want to focus more text on important text or something, then we will use this Jumbotron. Okay, fine. So we will see Jumbotron. Okay, so what is this? Just it is a, so they have given some gray color box. Okay, so whatever the text we are writing inside that, it will give the special appearance for that. Okay, so for that we will use this Jumbotron. So Jumbotron, so is a box, gray color box. So use it to indicate some important text which requires so extra attention. Okay, so generally we need to identify, notify. So, or if you want to identify bigger one, something text, so then we have to use this Jumbotron. So normally we have to use, we know give class equal to, so Jumbotron. So if you want to write any text content, so we will write it. Okay, so now we will see the directly example. So we know, so these are the CDN files are required, or otherwise you have to download it from here and paste it into so our local JS and CSS files, right? So inside the container, I'm writing so this Jumbotron related things. Okay, so div class equal to so Jumbotron. Okay, so Jumbotron I'm classing, I'm writing. So inside that I'm writing some heading. So this is skill edge. So that is subtitle is something is there, right? I forgot those things that skilling redefined. Okay, so this type of subheading we are providing for that heading. Okay, check it once. Okay, go to physical location where it is. Testing.html. Yeah, so this is Jumbotron related things. So skilling redefined is the Subheading. Sir, I want entire this thing. I want to occupy entire thing. Then you have to do the reverse. That's it. So first you have to provide the jumbotron. So then you have to provide the container. Div closing div is both are same, right? So if you want to format the document, so you can use it, format document. So this is by default provided by the Visual Studio Code. So if while doing copy or while doing pasting, while doing typing something, if you want to do format automatically, so then we have to use extension prettier. Okay, so this thing you have to install. Okay, fine. So leave it about that thing now. So concentrate on only Bootstrap. So this is the way. If you okay, I did not show you right this thing full one. Yeah. Okay, so based on your convenience, so you have to use it. So why HTML? Okay, required. Okay, we should not care. We should not care about these things. We will focus on this area. Okay, Control C. Chart window. Okay, so now we will discuss about very important things now onwards. Alert. Okay, so generally we will provide first container. Div class equal to container. I don't want to remove this container also next time onwards. So inside the container, so you have to provide which one? Alerts, right? So generally alert classes are similar to what we have learned for the text. Okay, so by default text would be there, similar to by default alert would be there. Same story, success, info, warning, danger, primary, secondary, light, dark. These are the common colors, so we have to use it. Similar to for alert also, we will use those things. So these are bootstrap alerts. So first basic class is alert. So then we have to use success. I don't want to write alert, success, alert, info like that. So you can understand info, warning, danger. So you have to remember these things, primary, secondary. So and as well as two more, light, dark. So same as it is what we have used for the text, similar way we have to use it. Okay, so we will do it a little bit fast. And moreover, so these colors are there. So if you want sometimes alerts, we have to close it, right? So for those, we have to use alert. So dismissible, okay? Dismissible, okay? Dismissible, we know, right? We have to close it. We have to dismiss that particular alert box, okay? So alert dismissible is the class, and as well as if you want to do some animation related things, then we have to use fade, show also. These classes we have to use. So fade is one class, show is one class. Fade means little bit fade. Show means it will be little bit so moving slowly. Okay, so that type of things we can apply for the alert. Okay, we will see one by one little bit fast. Same story for the text, what we have seen, similar way we are applying, but that one we will more focus dismissible and fade and show. Okay, yeah, so now I'm creating one div. So inside the div, I'm trying to write, so one bold related things, success. Okay, so and I'm writing some message, anything as you wish. So I'm writing same message only. Skilling redefined skill is something. So skilling redefined something I'm providing. Okay, so if you want, you can give any span or something, or otherwise normally it will display side by side, but I have given bold for the success B, or you can use strong. Okay, so this is the way we have to use. So for alert, now I want to apply class equal to alert. So this is common one. So if you want colorful this thing, so we know, so if it is success green, so info blue, warning orange, danger red, like that we have to give primary, secondary, so light, dark. So we know, we have seen already, we can give all those things. Okay, so now we will check it out. Yeah. Oh, some space we will provide. Okay, success, skilling redefined, some alert message. Okay, sometimes what we have to do, successfully store the data into database. So that type of alerts we have to provide, right? So you can give that type of messages inside that particular strong. So bold one, or otherwise successfully stored product data into database something. So we have to write it like this. Successfully, so as is stored. So here actually we will write dynamic data here, but at present, so bootstrap I'm using only static. So product ID means that particular product ID information successfully stored into database. So product ID, so even we have to use something. Okay, we'll see. Successfully stored product ID 101 into database. Okay, here we want to highlight the dynamic variable we are getting data. So that particular product we have to inside the or updated or something. Okay, so this is the way we have to provide the alert success. If you want to change, you can change it fast, info. Okay, warning. These all are light color compared to the so text and these things we have used little bit dark, but these are light alert related things. So similar way, danger. Okay, so like that, primary, secondary, all those things we can use. Okay, fine. So now we will focus on so remaining alert classes. Okay, just let me share the yeah. So what is that? So I want to close, I want to add some button and I want to close, right? So for that, what we have to do, I want to take one button. So if you want to provide any button, so I want some cross mark related things. So we have to use so ampersand times. Okay, so it will give the so cross mark button. Okay, and here I'm trying to apply so class equal to, so what is that? Okay, let me add this thing class close related things. I'm adding button class name. So and also if you want to apply, so I'm not submitting anything. So at present I'm writing button type equal to button. So here this is the very important thing. This is not related to the class. So this is attribute. So whenever we have to provide attribute, so indirectly, so this attribute provided by the JavaScript or jQuery, because this is related, not related to the class. So this is not related to the style. This is related to the something logic they have written inside JavaScript or jQuery. Okay, fine. This is attribute. So this is not predefined attribute for the HTML. So based on this bootstrap, they have defined this attribute data dismiss. Okay, so we have to pass alert inside that. Okay, so now whenever we have to close the button, so then it would be closed, but immediately it will close. So for that, what we have to apply? So alert primary, and I want to alert dismissible. Okay, dismissible. Okay, Fine, but immediately it will close. We will see. Refresh. Into is there button. So if you want to close, it will close immediately. But I don't want to do it like that. I want to do it little bit fade. We know, right? Fade in, fade out like that. Similar way, we have to use fade show. It will close so little bit slowly. So close. See, something like we are giving some time, so it would be slowly, it would be closing. So for that, we are using fade show. Okay, so these are the things we have to use for the entire alerts. Now we will focus on buttons. Okay, so what is button? This is very important. So inside the form, so whenever you want to create any form, so register button, cancel button, reset button, these things we will create, right? And moreover, at the time of menu also, we will provide some like button group, we will combine the multiple buttons. Sometimes in the category navigation, we will provide the drop downs, all those things we can do by using buttons. Okay, fine. So how to create button first? Oh, unnecessarily I have removed container. Okay, div class equal to container. Okay, so now I'm trying to create buttons. So do you know what is the difference between button type equal to button and button type equal to submit? Submit means whenever we are writing form on submit, then we have to use button type equal to submit. Button means we need to write some logic inside the JavaScript. So based on that logic, we will submit the form. Okay. I think some of the interview questions, they will ask this type of question. So what is the difference between button type equal to button and submit? Okay. Fine, class equal to. So if you want to create any simple button through Bootstrap, first we have to use the btn class. This is the basic button we'll create. Okay. So this is very important. Just let me explain a little bit more each and everything. Yeah, this is the basic button we have created. So now what we have to do, I want to apply same thing, but so we know, right? So primary, so secondary, so info, warning, danger, all those things. So button, primary. Okay, we will see. Okay, so if you want to reduce the size of the button also, we can reduce the size. So for that, we have to use, so button hyphen, small or large, we can give any button name. Okay. Okay, we will write sizes later or otherwise. So btn hyphen, so small sm we can use. See, compared to the previous one, this looks good, right? So this is sizes. Similar way we can use. So default one, and as well as if you want bigger one, so just LG, that's it. But normally we can use it or otherwise. So always recommended small, it looks good. Okay. Yeah, so similar way, I don't want to create all those things. I want to show you at least two. So this is okay, small is okay. So instead of primary, success button. So generally, so mostly we will use so primary, success, and as well as so for delete we will use danger. Okay, that is okay, leave it. Okay, these three buttons we will use mostly. So primary, success, danger. So this is for registration. So and as well as submit, all those things we will use green color. So normal times we will use blue, but danger while deleting any records. So, or we'll deleting any product something, then we will use red color. But remaining things based on the situation, same story. So info. Okay, let me create text you have seen 2 days back, right? Let me write it for the button especially. Okay, just copy paste only. So primary, success, danger, info, warning. So primary info, okay, secondary, danger is over, right? Secondary, and light, dark. Is there anything is missing? Same as text. So primary, secondary, okay. So generally info, success, warning, danger. This is the order we will follow. So and light and dark. That's it. Okay. Sometimes we have to use link related buttons also. It will not give the any button shape. It will give the only link related buttons. Okay, fine. Sometimes we will write that one or otherwise ignore that one. So button type button, class button, instead of dark, we will use a link. Okay, so here, so button link we have to use. So what type small or not thing here, it is not required link. Why? So for button we have to write it. Oh, we need to change button small info warning secondary. So next time onwards, I don't want to write these many colors because we have discussed about for text and button, but similar to all the places we have to apply. So light, dark, but just remember these things. Yeah, fine. See, primary blue, success green, so danger red, info some surf color, so warning orange, secondary gray, so light gray this one, so light. So if you observe, background is light gray is there. So dark means completely black. So link means this is similar to hyperlink, right? But we are using button tag. Means they have removed the some background, some that button related styles. That's it. Okay. So these are the things we have to do it. So once again, if you want to do customization, then what we have to do? So same story, button success. I don't like it, that green color. I like so light green. So just for remembering, I'm explaining this one. Style, actually we have to use the external style and we have to write the class name. So I'm writing as it is class. So two ways to override the data. You can use as it is class or otherwise, so you can write one more your particular class, you can override it like class level grouping. Okay, so I'm trying to use button success. So background color, some light green, something we will apply. See, okay, but I don't like foreground color is white color on light green. So I want to use black. See, so if you want, if you don't like something, then we can do the hard coded data. So we need to, hard coded means overriding the data, sorry. Yeah, here the same class name we have to take it and we have to write it. Or otherwise you can write your own class name, then write down here that class name. It will override with latest one. Okay, fine. So these are the ways to customize something for the buttons. So not only button, anything we can do it. Yeah, so now copy paste. Just remember these things, we can get it from everywhere, even if you go for W3 schools, or if you want to go for get bootstrap or something anywhere, so then it should display similar things would be there. It should not be extended, and moreover, do not go for inner level. So just basic buttons, basic colors, how can we create that is more than enough. Because we should not more focus on as a designer level, right? So we need to focus on more on developer level, because we are a full stack developer but not a designer level, should not think much more. Okay, if you think designing wise, so then you will go for designing skills only mostly, because we will change the color, then we will apply the border. So we are more concentrating on only designing part. But if you come out from the designing, if you focus on logical skills, then you will be the developer. Okay. So just think about designing wise also, because at the time of 3 years experience, okay, four, I think I have worked with Cognizant. So in that time, I have developed my own website. Okay. So in that times, instead of focusing on development, for rich look of UI, I have concentrated more on designing. So I did not learn any skills in the development level. So that's why, try to focus more on development level in the real world, I'm saying. So just how to design. So if you provide this class, mostly we will search in Google and we will try to apply. But before search Google, we need to understand what exactly, that thing. For example, we know common property, primary, success, info, warning, danger, light, dark. So primary, secondary. So these are the common. So we have to think about if it is button, we have to add BTN. Just we have to remember, not a button, BTN. So if it is a primary, BTN primary. If it is secondary, BTN secondary, like that. Same, similar to text. So text primary, text secondary, like alert, alert primary, alert secondary, alert info, like that. So based on that, we can get it easily. Okay, fine. So now these buttons, if you don't want like this, I don't want background color should be dark. So I want to use outline buttons. So button, okay. So we need to provide, I want to write only two buttons here, same colors. So primary and which one we will write success? These two we will write. So here I'm writing, type button only, and I'm writing class. So initially, if you want to create any button class should be there. So after that, you have to apply the another class, button outline. So again, colors we have to mention, primary, secondary, info, warning, danger, success, dark, light. Okay, but we will see only two things. We do not focus on remaining things. We know colors, outline instead of primary, just success. Okay, we will check it out. Yeah, primary success. Yeah, so here primary success, primary is the blue color, success is the green color. So is this related to this CSS, this one? No. If you mouse over something, we are doing internally, so JavaScript and jQuery related stuff. If you mouse over, we know, right? So mouse click, mouse over, mouse leave, on, blur, on. So click, these all are the events. So if you mouse over on that button, so they are what they are doing internally. So they will change the color. So this is nothing but DOM manipulation, right? So it will change the background color is blue and foreground color is white. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, so like that we have to provide the remaining classes also. Okay, so now we will focus on sizes. Okay, so button sizes we know already. So we have to use, so which one? Large and small. These are the two sizes generally we will use. And by default, it will take medium size related things. We have already applied for the normal buttons. Okay. So sometimes, so based on the situation, so for example, we have a registration form. So this is the registration form. So we have to provide at the time of React.js or AngularJS somewhere. So Vue.js. So we have given, okay, submit button something. So at the time of, these are the labels would be there. I did not write. So these labels and text fields, radio button, checkboxes, drop downs, all those things. So until if you give the proper validations of these fields, so then it should be enabled, or otherwise it should be disabled. So once again, so form fields would be there, right? So here, username, email, contact number, gender, so address, multiple text fields, and a radio button checkbox all. But so not only entering the data, if you enter the data, whether you have satisfied with so these four validations, empty, so min length, just these all are revision. So max length, and fourth one is invalid. So how to do the invalid field validations? By using resexp, regular expressions. Okay, fine. So once everything, all the four validations are success, then enable this submit button, or otherwise this button should be disabled. That type of situations, so we can use disabled and enabled, right? Sometimes links would be there. So we have provided some links. So if you click on that link, home, about us, contact us, so where we were for identification, about us. So if you click on about us, so that we have to highlight, right? So for that we will use active. Okay, so those things we will apply here. Okay, button type equal to button. This is common. Okay, so that button name, so we have to use active button. Okay, so here we have to specify, so class common thing button. So I want to apply something green color button if you want. So you can apply the green color button, and as well as I want to write the class name active. So these are the things we have to apply for the button. Okay. Yeah. So button type, button class, button success. So, and this is active means, so then it would be active button. Okay. So similar way, we have to use disabled button. Same button, if you want, you can give something danger. Same as this one, just I want to disabled. So one is active button, so that is navigation. If you choose something, then we have to highlight that particular home or about us, contact us. Okay, so in coming to the second one, disabled means, so whenever we have to complete the registration, if everything is fine, enabled or otherwise disabled. Okay, so fine. So these are the things we will see. So this is act, oh, we should not write disabled, but generally disabled button should not provide any colors, danger and all those things. So we have to use generally, we can use any color as you wish, but generally, so what type of gray color, all those things we have to write it, right? So let me write secondary. Yeah, so then it looks somewhat better, right, compared to the previous. Okay, this is disabled button, we can identify. but earlier one it should be colorful, then we can't. Okay, so active means it would be like this. It is highlighted. Okay, if you write normal button, then you can understand. Same success only, but should not write active. See, see, normal button as well as active button, you can identify. So normal, they have given a little bit light green. Okay, if you mouse over, then it would be same color, I think. But in the active, even normal time and as well as mouse over also same color. So they have already, so we have already inside the active page means particular link. So for that we have to use active. So disable means, so boss, that is disable for particular user. So if you are a admin, then you can enable this on this button. So disable means, so we have to provide something, admin something. So only admin members can access this button. So based on the credentials, we have to disable the button. So I told you, right, based on the form validation, everything is success, then enable. So otherwise we have to disable the button. Okay, fine. So these are the buttons that we have discussed till now. Now, if you want to combine multiple buttons, so that is nothing but button groups. So normally, if you write side by side individual buttons, it will give the space. But if you want to write, so button group, one class, so combine all these buttons inside that button group, it will merge. So, and it will display side by side. It would be treated as a like, so category we can use these buttons, means navigation purpose. Okay, how to write it? Guys, these all are trial and error. So just we have to find out the class names and we have to practice. So bootstrap is completely practice. Okay, only one time is enough, more than enough. So in the real time, we can identify, okay, we understand, just we have to do it like this. Just if you see Google here, we can apply. Or otherwise, if you practice 2 times, 3 times, then we can apply immediately without seeing any Google also. Okay, fine. So now let me apply button group. So div class equal to, so let me write individual buttons first, then we will apply button group. That is better approach. So let me write courses here. So I'm writing Angular, React, and Vue. Okay, so these are the 3 JavaScript libraries or frameworks we have used. Okay, same thing. So type equal to button and class equal to btn. So btn primary. Okay, so if you want same color, you can apply same color, or otherwise you can change the colors, no issues. Okay, but these buttons will come so side by side, one by one. So, but it will give the space. Angular, React, Vue. But I don't like this one, so I want to combine all the 3 things. So for that, you have to write apply. So one more class. So div. So those 3 buttons you have to provide one button group. class equal to, we have to provide, so button group is the parent one. So if you want to provide small buttons or capital but large buttons or medium, so we can specify the button size also. So button group small or large LG, we can use it. Okay, so now check it out. So it would be combined all the three. So if you want to change the colors, success, danger. See, three colorful, but we should not use like this in real time, right? So we should not use colorful buttons. So at the time of, I told you, right? So 4 years or 5 years of experience I have used for navigation. So this colorful. So I have provided HTML1 link, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap. So in that time, Angular JS is there, not Angular JS is there. So then core Java, advanced Java. So I have given Spring. These things I have given in my website. So I have given colorful buttons for attractive website. Okay. So, but normally in the official website, we should not use this colorful. We have to use common thing. So normally we can use secondary gray color buttons. It looks better. Okay. So if you want, you can give secondary, you can understand. On top of white, gray color looks good. Okay. So this is the way we have to use button group. So now sometimes, so this is navigation purpose we are using, right? This button group. So if you use navigation purpose, sometimes that navigation may have drop down values, right? So then how to apply? So for that, so we have given, so two button groups. So third one, I want to apply, I'm removing. So I'm providing, so here one, so one drop down related things. So again, I'm writing sub level button group. Okay, sub means child level. So now I want to create button. So type equal to button. Okay, so class equal to, so what is the button we have given? We have to give the same thing. So button secondary. So we have to use, but here we need to remember extra class. So drop down toggle, drop down toggle. So why we have to use this drop down toggle? So what is toggle? If you click on that, it will expand, it will give some information. If you click on again, so then it will close. So for that, we have to use, so drop down toggle. Okay. So then what is this? Something mistake. Okay, fine, right? I have used single quotes. Okay, fine, no issues. Yeah, one more is, so data toggle, one attribute is there indirectly they have written. So JavaScript and as well as jQuery related code. So data toggle equal to, also we have to use drop down. So they are using entirely, this is not related to the HTML attribute for bootstrap purpose. So they have defined inside the JavaScript or so inside the, so jQuery. This is not a new thing. So we will create inside the HTML file custom tags, or if you go for the Angular, React.js and Vue.js, this is nothing but so directives or attribute or components, all these things. Okay, fine, leave it about those things. So now coming to the this thing, it is over. So now let me write down the button name. So Vue.js something. Okay. So then, so whenever we want to click on the button, so I want to expand, right? So that thing we have to mention. So div class equal to drop down menu means, so that menu we have to mention child level under Vue.js. Okay, so div class capital, no issues, HTML code, but recommended we will write it. So div class equal to drop down menu. We will do one thing. So here we will write Vue.js because I don't know the concepts of Vue.js, but we know the concepts of Angular and React.js. Okay, fine. So now I'm writing two concepts here. So those all are, so one is, okay, links. So those all are, so one is, so properties. Okay, so we will write class level components. Second one is function level components in the React.js. So there are two levels of components. So if you are good at other programming languages, they will use class level. So if you are good at JavaScript level, if you don't know other programming languages, they will use function level components. But nowadays, from React.js 16.x onwards, so they have introduced React hooks. So those hooks is suggestible for the function level components. Okay, don't worry, we will discuss at the time of React.js. Okay, fine. So now finally class level component, function level components, I have given two links. So now what we have to do, so inside that we have to specify some class names. Okay, so class names we have to specify drop down item. Drop down item, that's yeah. So that's it. So if you don't want to go anywhere, you cannot give anything. So sometimes if you click on, so that particular class level component, so class level component dot HTML something you can give. So if you click on that link, it should go somewhere, right? Or otherwise a network level URL. So www.google.com. If you click on that, okay, some classes or react.js dot classes something react.com/classes. Similar way href equal to functions. Okay, but at present this website is not there, don't worry. So I'm not going anywhere. So if you don't want to go anywhere, just click on hash. I want to go there anywhere, so I want to stay here only. Okay, so this is the way we have to provide so drop down related things and as well as normal buttons. Okay, I will check it out. So React.js, Angular and Vue.js, there is no drop down. For React.js, it is coming drop down class level components and function level components. If you click on class level components, it will go to the reactjs.com/classes something. You can think that one, okay? Similar to function level components. Okay, so this is the way we have to apply the drop down for the navigation buttons, button group. Okay, fine. So now let me use different colors. It looks too good. So normal colors only we will use. Official colors, warning. So do not give danger. Info warning, danger. Primary. So then what we have to do? Info. So primary should be top. Primary warning info. Okay, fine. Now it looks good. Combination. Yeah, Angular is coming too much color. Okay, fine. Okay, we have colors, right? For Angular red color, you can apply those things. So these are the time pass, you can do it. So Vue.js is something like yellow, right? Something warning, keep it. So this is blue. Yeah, so info, we have to use something info or something. Okay, fine. Yeah, you can see this bootstrap and CSS. So that's why unnecessarily, if you spend more time here, then we can play with designing. So that's why, okay, my website is not there, actually smartcode.in. So I have applied beautiful colors. So I told you, right? So if you want to apply beautiful colors, so we have to use color picker. Okay, go to the particular website. So you have to use the color picker. You can choose particular colors. So this is one way, and ColorZilla. So this is the Chrome extension. So if you want to install this one, so this type of symbol will come here, ColorZilla. If you observe here, right corner. Okay, so here if you click on that, if you want to identify any color from the website, you can pick the color. So you can choose that particular colors from Chrome Web Store packages. Okay, still it is not giving. So it is disabled in the Chrome level. So you can choose any color in the website, and based on that it will highlight here. I think I have already explained this one earlier. Okay, fine. So these are the things about basic things what we discussed, and few more things would be there. So I will try to cover. So after this class, so some badges would be there, some small things would be there. So we will discuss about progress bar badges and some pop-ups, all those things. Actually, so they have removed some things from the Bootstrap 4, but we from the Bootstrap 5 onwards, but they have included in the Bootstrap 4. But we need to work on in real time Bootstrap 4 only. So that's why we need to discuss about that chords and all those things. Okay, fine. Take small break and come back within 5 to 10 minutes. Then we will continue. Okay, fine. This thing. So here, content. I did not ping this code. Okay. It's not working. What happened? It's not working. Control C. Yeah, now it is okay. Yeah, okay, fine. So now what we have to do, so just we will learn. So simple thing like badges. So generally, whenever you want to provide something like a number, right? So 20, for example, so Angular interview questions 10, so React.js interview questions 20, so Vue.js interview questions 10, like that. If you provide, so then we will give the some number, right? So those scenarios generally we will use these badges. Okay, so if you want to go for the keyword level, if you want to go for the Stack Overflow, think Stack Overflow, so Angular, React, something, if you write it, they will write some badges. Yeah, so this numbering is there, right? 812, 1995, 1044. So these are the things. Sometimes we have 20 questions, 30 questions. So for that, we will use badges. Okay, fine. So this is div. So I'm writing same story, same colors, class equal to badge. That is the basic one. Then primary. And I will write one more success. I don't want to write all those. So this is the one of the boring subject, that is Bootstrap. If you know the basic starting class, so how to use CDNs, how to create the classes, so how to use those things, that is more than enough. But some guys, so before dive into the Bootstrap, they feel, no sir, no sir, you have to explain Bootstrap. So generally in our students, so I have recorded old Bootstrap 3. So I will give that video. On top of that, I will explain so Bootstrap related 4 related features. Because if I explain each and every class, so then I feel bored and you also feel bored. Sir, what is doing? So just he is giving only class names like that, right? So that is the reason, but practice is very important. If I did not explain these things, first of all, you should not practice. That is the main drawback. So that's why we have to explain here. Okay, fine. Fine. So badge, success, primary. This is success. So remaining info, danger, warning. So secondary, light, dark. I don't want to discuss. So you can practice. So where is our HTML? Yeah. So this is the badges like primary, success, something, whatever the badge name you have to provide. So, but if you want to more circle related things, so this is not circle related things, right? So if you want to go for the circle related things, we have to fill with so badge fill. That's it. So this is not new thing, extra class, we have to add it. So badge fill. So what is the main advantage of this one? So that more round, if you want to provide more round, then we have to use this badge fill. Badge. Okay, we'll check it out. So we will keep as it is. That's the okay. Close others. Okay, try to use another word. See, compared to this one, this is old one. So this is new one. So what they did internally, what the class name, what they did internally, just they have applied border radius. So here they have given less border radius, here they have given more border radius. While doing bootstrap, you have to imagine, so that CSS. So then you can understand easily. Okay, fine. So these are the badges. So now we will go for the, so if you want, sometimes we can provide the badges inside the button also, right? So inside the button drop down list somewhere. Okay, we will see that one also. Okay. So remove these things. Okay, so what is that? Same primary we will use. Okay, we want to provide inside the button, right? Not here. So button I have created. So button name, you can give anything. So now what we have to do, so I want to provide something button name. So React or Angular interview question, something button name. Okay, so this is the button name. I need to add badge also, right? So that badge is so interview questions, React related one, some 50 interview questions are there. So important interview questions, IAQs. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to apply the classes, and 50 is the button name is React. Yeah. So now we will apply the class for the button. Button type equal to button. This is common class. So which button color you want? So you have to provide. So button React.js blue, right? So primary or info you can use little bit self color. Okay, button info React IAQs for the badge. We will apply class equal to basic style badge. After that, we can use, so which color you want. So on top of that badge is the primary or info dark color. So if you want to use a light color badge, we have to use light. If you use again dark, then it doesn't look good. Okay, fine, we will see. So React IIQs, okay, you can give like this. Okay, if you want to give small button, yes, okay, React IIQ is 50. So this is the way. So these many questions are there inside the React.js. Like that, we can provide badges inside the buttons, inside the labels. So anywhere you can use these badges because that is span means inline element, right? Yeah. So now we will discuss about progress bar. Sir, do input types submit reset only work on the forms? Do input type submit reset only work on the forms? Yeah, we will use, right? At the time of HTML, you should not learn those things like submitted as well as reset. So at the time of forms, whenever we have to use input type equal to reset, so then it will clear the data. So whichever we have provided earlier, okay? And type equal to submit. So then whenever we have to give the form submit, action would be there, right? So there we have to provide the submit where you want to go. Based on that, we have to use the type equal to submit. Whenever we have to use the type equal to button, then we have to write the JavaScript code. Inside the JavaScript code, we have to write the submit related code. Okay, but you should be aware of those things at the time of HTML and JavaScript. Here only in the bootstrap level, we are explaining only static related things. Okay, fine. So is that your answer for us or is there any other? So generally those things we have to work on forms only, right? Reset and as well as submit. For us,
Yes, sir.
is that your doubt? Like, so is it useful in the forms or anywhere you're
Yeah,
asking?
yeah. I was asking actually,
Okay, fine. Yeah.
the
So
input
mostly,
types which are submit and reset. Yeah.
1 second. I'm unable to hear. Yeah, switch off the fan. Now tell me.
Yeah, as I was saying, do the input type submit and reset only work on the form?
Yes. So generally, whenever we have to use the forms, so then only we have to use this reset and as well as submit, right? So remaining places why we have to use it. Even this buttons also we have to use only for particular so forms only, right? But normally for the navigation and all those things, so this is the bootstrap we have given some styles. So because of that reason we have to use it. Otherwise, why we have to use these buttons and all those things? Even real time also. So leave it about better look. So just think about performance also. Okay. So if they did not use bootstrap, they may use font awesome. Okay, another CSS library or something. So if they use font awesome, but from the bootstrap, they required only one thing. So for that, do we use entire bootstrap CDN files? No. That's why we will see our entire application, we will focus what exactly it is required. So do we need to stick to the particular bootstrap? Then we can avoid remaining CSS related things. No, entire application, we have to more focus on UI. Then we have to include bootstrap, font or something other material UI or something we have to use CSS related frameworks. Okay, but generally these things like input type equal to submit and reset, we have to work with only forms. Okay, fine. So now we will go for the progress bars. So these progress bars, so at the time of so asynchronous calls, so in the Angular React, so in the Vue.js, if you want to do any asynchronous operations, then what will happen? It will take time so for fetching the records. So in that time, so do we need to wait some time for white screen? No. we need to give the some information to the end user. So that fetching data is so taking time. So for that, we have to give the progress bars. Okay, fine. So how to provide the progress bars, we will see now. Control C, Control V, remove. Okay, fine. So now I'm writing. So whenever we want to use progress, first we have to take progress is the class name. So inside, I want to write the, so how much percentage progress bar is required. So for that, I'm writing one more div. So I need some 75% progress bar. So for that, we need to provide class equal to progress bar. And moreover, if you want a colorful one, then we have to use colorful related things also here. But I'm writing here, so width also. So how much width is required for that? Actually, we have to use classes, but I'm writing directly here. So width, some 75%. Okay, so width is 75% and as well as so the text content also 75% is completed, something we have to display, right? Save. See, this is the out of 100%, 75% is got completed. This bootstrap progress bar. Similar way, we have to provide so different. So like we have to provide the field with, by default it would be the like primary. So I don't want so that blue color, I want green color. So then we have to provide success. Okay, so based on your requirement, you have to change. Sometimes I don't like plain one, I want striped. So then we have to provide so progress bar striped, that's it, instead of plain one. Okay, so progress bar stripe. Okay, progress bar is the default one. So after that, so in the bootstrap, first we have to apply the default one, then you have to apply the extra feature. So progress bar basic class and progress bar stripe we have used, and this is for background is green color. Okay, so little bit something is there stripe, right? But that is not like moving, right? So if you want to move the thing, so then we have to use animated those things. Okay, but sometimes what will happen, so here we are writing so different spaces, right? So it would be completed, so in the C drive, so 70% is got completed the your drive, and 20% is so for the like warning, if you feel something 95 or something, it will give the red color. So for that we have to use so different progress bars. Okay, I'm writing progress bar BG success. Okay, stripe you can remove. So BG success style width equal to some 30% or 35. Okay, we have to make it 100, or otherwise if you did not fill, that would be the empty space. So 35% is free space, or drive got completed something, you have to write it. Okay, we will keep it that percentage. Some 25% is so make it space got filled, right? So we can give 65%. So 25 means 90, right? This is warning. And if you want to print, so you can print danger one already 90, huh? So then 55. So 25, then we will write only 10% is danger, and we need to keep empty 10%. That's it, right? Warning, danger, save. So you can give 55% is so positive, and 25% is it is getting so what danger zone. So 10% is you have already reached a danger zone, so it may crash your system in future. So that type of warning messages through not Stripe, so through progress bar we can so you utilize. Okay, so similar way, progress bar we can use spinners also whenever you want to get the data. So it may take time, right? So for that we will use spinner border, same similar to this one only. Okay, so just write down. Okay, I don't want to send. Okay, fine. So this is very boring related topic. Yeah, fine. So container. So now what we have to do, just we have to apply the spinner related things. That's why I'm not applying all the colors. So because you have to do it, remaining colors at least practice. Okay. So whenever you want to create a website, so try to apply all these features, then it looks good. So instead of practicing as it is, then you will feel definitely bored. So try to implement one website, try to apply all these features. Then based on your creativity, so where we have to exactly useful, so these all classes. Think like that, then you can apply each and everything. But do not practice as it is, border, so this thing spinner like that. Okay. So at the time of listening, you have already listened all these things, and that is fine. But create one website, try to apply all these features wherever it is fit. Okay. Do that one you have to think about. Yeah. So border spinners, just directly we will write spinners. So same colors here also we have to use, but class name is spinner border. So if you want to provide text color something green, then text success. Similar way we have to provide some danger. That's it. So remaining colors, so you can think. Okay, same colors, light, dark, info, warning, danger, success, all those things. Okay, so this is and spinner and as well as so previous one progress bar, both are used for, so whenever we want to fetch the data from the RESTful web services, so that may be Python or Java or .NET RESTful web services, it will take time. So meanwhile, so we have to display the spinner once we fetch the data, and we have to display the data. So then we can remove that spinner. So in those scenarios, we have to provide the progress bar and as well as spinners. Okay, fine. So now we will go for the cards. Okay, so that is more than enough. So do not learn too much about these things. This is very important cards. In real time, mostly, so if you want to create any websites, so we will use mostly cards. Okay, so especially, so whenever we have to use the header part, so in middle, some body content. So in the footer, then we have to write basic information. Then we will use these cards. Okay, so we will see how to create card. So class equal to card. Okay, I'm not writing any paint related things today, only practical, because these things are very useful. Or what is that? We know. So this is a header, some body, and some footer. Okay, we can provide this type of things. Sometimes card can be, so you can provide one image. Generally, e-commerce web application, so that is product image. Here we will write product name, price, some description or offer price something. So we will display the product related things. Okay, we will see that type of cards now. So div class equal to card. So this is basic class. So inside that we are writing so header, footer and body. So one more internally we will write div class card header. Okay, div class equal to card header, body and footer. What is this? So header, body, footer. So I will try to finish tomorrow first 1 hour only. So I don't want to discuss much more about these things. So tomorrow after completion of that one, then we will start directly ES6 features. Okay. So header, body, footer, this is more than enough for Bootstrap. Just try to apply in your website. I will give you one template. So try to do it, but try to use all the classes. What are the things we have discussed? If you have extra knowledge, so you can apply too many things, classes for that. Header, body and footer. Okay, so content also we will write header content, body content, footer content. Okay, fine. So now we will display the first this thing. So header, body and footer. So they have given some header and footer. So common colors, light gray something. Body as it is white background, right? So this is basic card. So now what we have to do, so if you want to provide so any extra colors or something, so we can provide so card body, so and we have to provide the so background primary, background success, background info, same story again, same colors we can apply. Okay, so we will see that one. So card body thing. So I'm just applying card. Okay, basic one. You can write down this one. I will send it to you. Okay, so now I'm writing so colorful. Just I'm writing normal things. So card body, I'm writing this is basic card. I'm applying colors for that. Okay, so similar way, I'm writing one more colorful card, then I will remove. Okay, so in this, I'm trying to apply busy success. So green color card. So on top of green color, we have to apply the white text. Okay, so for that, I'm using this one. So this is a successful card. Similar way, warning, danger, light, dark, all those things we can use it. Okay, so this, okay, give the some gap between one card to the, so another card. Some breaks I'm giving, or otherwise you can give the pre-tag, then it's good. So basic card and success card, similar way. So you can apply the different colors. This is not important. So the important thing is very important, this one. So if you want to develop any e-commerce web application or any so hospital doctors, so or something like so these type of scenarios applications, we will use these cards. Okay, what we are doing, that is very important. Okay, so div class equal to container, div class equal to card. Okay, so inside the card I'm writing so on top of that, so that doctor image, right? So that doctor image I'm writing so image, so class equal to So we have to use card image top. Okay, card image bottom also there. So if you want to display doctor below, but that is not looks good. So this is the thing we have to use. Source equal to, so which thing we are using structure? Any images folder? Yes. My image, what is this? This image. Okay. So we will use one doctor's logo. No? So doctor, so it will give one image, then we will take one doctor. Okay, beautiful doctor, I will take it. Save image. So where we want to save, go to the physical location, reveal in file explorer. So go to the path, close this one and go to this place, paste it. There I required. So image name is doctor.jpg. Okay, so now we will find out the doctor. Okay, we got it. So now that doctor, okay, this is relative path, right? We are writing inside the testing.images. So images doctor.jpg. Yeah, so finally we have created doctor. So if the doctor is path is wrong and doctor is not available, so here doctor image something we have to write. So now image is over. That is on top of card header, we have written that image. So now we have to write the card body. So do class equal to card body. Okay, so inside the card body, so I want to write the, if it is product name, product price, product offer price we have to write. If it is doctor, so doctor name, so doctor profession, so how many years of experience, something we will write it. Okay, so otherwise if you want to get the more details about the doctor, we will provide the link or button. Okay, so I'm writing so some doctor related heading, so name, so that name is I'm trying to provide class equal to card title. So this is the class for providing the that particular doctor name. So Dr. Chiranjeevi. Oh, sorry, that is lady, right? So Dr. Sweta Rani something. Okay. So here I'm providing the so card title, but if you want to write any profession, so then we have to use small something H4, H5 we will provide. Okay, H5 I want to provide dental something surgeon. I don't know the spelling also. Okay, we will see. Okay, we will write dentist. That would be better. So dentist, and we need to provide the small text for that. Class equal to card text. Okay, so finally, if you want to get the more details about that particular doctor, so I want to give the one link for that. So more info. So we have to write href equal to, so here we will write the particular doctor. So HTML page we have to write it, but at present I'm not going to the any page. Hash. So class equal to, so generally doctors use so green color, right? So I will use button success. Okay, fine. So this is the thing about we have done until so doctor. So now if you want to provide another one, so you can provide multiple, but at present we will see this one, what's happening, how it looks like. Oh, very big doctor came. Okay, now we will reduce the image of the doctor. So width equal to some 20%. To some 30%, because that is very big image, I think we will see. 0. Still it doesn't say or what pixels we need to provide. So image width equal to, I may provide some 200 pixels. So height we will provide 300 pixels. We'll see. Okay, fine, somewhat better, but width is, so we can provide something like 40. Oh, what happened? It's not coming. Why? With 40 pixels, the basic thing is coming. Height is reducing, but width is not reducing. So because of it is dominating. Okay, we will do one thing. We know the manual styles, right? We know we can apply. So okay, inside the style, so image element selector, so we can give something. So 200 pixels, height, something 300 pixels. We will see, then we will apply the important. No, now check it out with. So which one? Card image stock directly we can apply this class now. Yeah, somewhat looks good. Okay, so card image top, it is taking more width, so that's why. So we will provide a little bit width, 300. Height we need to increase a little bit, 50. Okay, you have to do all these things. So this is the image. So then Dr. Sweta Rani, something dentist. If you want to click on more info, then we will get it. So this type of scenarios, we have to use cards. Okay. So what are the things we have discussed till now? Just I will give the overview of those things. So then we will go for the QAs. Okay, fine. So first, Jumbotron. So whenever you want to go for the important text or something, if you want to identify immediately, so we want to create one gray color box. So on top of that, we will write some text. For that, we will use Jumbotron. So then we have discussed about alerts, same story about text, same as those classes would be there. So those are like info, primary, secondary info, warning, danger, success, and light and dark, certain code. Okay, last one. Yeah, fine. So here, so alerts we have covered. So alerts also similar to same thing. But if you want to provide, so close related button, for that I want to close. So then we have to use, so data dismiss alert, we have to use one attribute that is bootstrap related code. We have to use JavaScript and as well as jQuery. So remaining things, alert success or info, warning, danger, primary, secondary, all those things, light, dark. And alert dismissible, this is the one class. But if you use alert dismissible, so dismissible, okay. So dismissible, yeah. So but if you want to close immediately, that is not looking good. That's why we have to use some small animation, fade show. You have to apply two classes, then it will close so a little bit smoothly. So then we have discussed about buttons. So colors wise, same story. So we can use same colors, primary success. I don't want to repeat those things again. Yeah, but if you want to go for the outline buttons, then we have to use BTN outline. Same story, classes. Okay, so coming to the sizes wise buttons, we can use small and as well as large buttons. So, but normally it will take default medium buttons. So if you want to go for the disabled button at the time of registration form, we have to use disable. So at the time of navigation, so if you want to click on that link, we are at particular page. For that, we have to use active. So then if you want to combine multiple buttons, then we have to use button group, that is btn group. Okay, so inside we can provide the multiple buttons. And not only those things, sometimes that navigation, if you provide any buttons, sometimes it may be drop down. So for that, what we have to do? So we have to provide the drop down toggle. So this is the class we have to use it. So under that, we have to provide the items, right? Like Angular, React, Vue.js under front end drop down. So there we have to provide the drop down menu and drop down items individually. So later we have discussed about badges. Okay, so buttons over, so button group also over. So badges. So if you want to display some Angular interview questions, React interview questions, some badge. So mostly we will see the inside the stackoverflow.com how many questions or something would be there. They will give the badges. So it looks like buttons, but not buttons. So we can give the more rounded badges also by using pill. So we can use badge pill, then we can give the more rounded. So means they are internally using border radius property. Okay, so then what we discuss? So we have discussed about progress bar. So first parent level, we have to use the, okay. So parent level, we have to give the progress class, but under, each and every bar, we have to mention progress bar, how much width is required. So what is the text you have to display for that bar? What is that progress bar? So we can mention. Similar way, so we can give them colorful contextual related progress bars, like same story, primary info, warning, success, danger, light, dark. So primary, secondary. Okay, same story. But again, we have to give the striped one, so that progress bar, and as well as animated one. And moreover, if you want to combine 100%, I want to give the, like for example, 30% is completed, 20% is not completed, 30% is pending. That type of scenarios we have to give the different progress bar, success info, danger, something, success warning, danger, that type of thing we can provide. So then we have discussed about spinners. Similar to progress bar and spinners, these two are whenever we have to fetch the data from the RESTful web services, that RESTful web services communicate with database. So while fetching the data, it may take time. So meanwhile, we should not display any white blank screen. So for that, we have to rotate, or we have to give the progress bar, still it is loading for fetching the data. So for that, we have to use progress bar and spinners. So for that, spinner border we have to use. And on top of that, if you want to apply any colors, so same text, primary text to muted, success, warning, danger, you have to apply. Okay, fine. So then we have discussed about cards. So this is very important. So parent class is class equal to card. Inside card header, card body, card footer would be there. So if you want to provide top of that, so one image, so then we have to write the product name, price, or something. So then we have to use card image top, card body. So under card body, we have to write the name or product name or something, person name. We have to give the card title. So if you want to give the basic information about that particular person, we have to use the card text. Sir, can you explain assignment questions in any one class? Yeah, I will explain tomorrow. So once I will explain tomorrow after completion of Bootstrap, I will try to close tomorrow. So I don't want to discuss unnecessary things. We will discuss few things would be there. I will cover those things. So after that, I will give you one big assignment. So entire related to the website. So what you have to do exactly. So you have to use completely Bootstrap and customized CSS. Do not depend on only Bootstrap. Okay. So, and moreover, if you want to do customization, so normally Bootstrap will give the breakpoints, right? So we will decide the breakpoints tomorrow by using media queries. We will see those things, then we will give the assignment. You have to do it. Okay, fine guys. So we will meet again tomorrow. So I will try to close tomorrow Bootstrap. I don't want to take too much of time. So more than enough. And so day after tomorrow onwards, it's very important. That is ES6. Okay, so I will try to explain with TypeScript also, because in future, even React.js also uses React TypeScript. So TypeScript is not new thing. So only ES6, they have given extra 3 features. That's it, 3 to 5. So I will try to cover those features also, because in future, even in US market, they are using TypeScript also in the React.js. Okay, fine. So we will meet again tomorrow and we will try to discuss remaining things. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Don't worry, Shubham. So tomorrow we will discuss about the assignment. So I have given, so total 5 assignments. Did you complete those assignments? No, I have given 3 more assignments later. I think that Rohit did not send it to you. Oh, actually, I want to send it to you directly, you only. But Rohit told me to send me first, then I will send it to students. But he forgot, I think. Fine, fine. I will give you those 3 also. I will inform to Rohit and I will give it to you. And moreover, so you have to do this Bootstrap assignment, total 6 assignments, 5 related to the JavaScript. So this one is the 5 JavaScript, and fifth one is the Bootstrap, and 6 more assignments on, not 6, more than 6 only, 7 to 8 assignments on React.js, app stories and stopwatch you have given. Yeah, I have given those 2 assignments. After that, Rohit told me, so do not send those assignments directly to the students. So you can send it to me. I will send it to the students, he told me. So because of that reason, I think he may send tomorrow. I will inform. Okay. So total 5 assignments and Bootstrap assignment is the 6. And I think for React.js, you have to do 7 or 6 assignments. So total, you have to do 12 assignments in the entire course. Actually, I did not give HTML, CSS assignments to you because I did not teach for that. I think you have learned from somewhere else. I have given overview of HTML, CSS. Fine. So if any possibility is there, so then I will try to prepare. So generally, I will give the assignments only for Angular and React. So I don't want to give the assignments for HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So because most of the times we have to work on Angular or React as a front-end developer, but there internally you can use Bootstrap, you can use JavaScript, everything you will use it at the time of React.js. Okay, fine. Git link or repo. Yeah. So if you are good at what is that, GitHub, you can share the links through GitHub only. No, sir, we are not new to. We don't know anything about GitHub or GitLab. Something you can share through. So what is that? Google Drive. So anything, no issues. But recommended GitHub. So try to learn GitHub how to register and how to push the code into GitHub. So because in real time you will use GitHub or GitLab. So that is the reason you have to give the link. Submissions will be via, okay, fine. Any other questions? Today you can ask with no question, right? Today, try to discuss with Pooja regarding 3 assignment, remaining 3. Everyone knows Git, it's been thought was by, oh, cool. Then you can use GitHub only. Okay, you know Git and GitHub, then no issues. You can share the links through GitHub only. But try to discuss with Pooja and you can check with those 3 assignments. I will give you one more assignment tomorrow on Bootstrap. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Yeah, good night.